Hi, I'm Paul Bryan,
And I'm Brian O'Day.
and on this CFM56 Maintenance Minute, we're going to be taking a look at the removal and installation of the magnetic chip detectors. This task video procedure provides instructions for CFM56 magnetic chip detector removal and installation. The engine magnetic chip detectors are located on the lubrication unit at the 6 o'clock position. The lubrication unit is mounted on the accessory gearbox, AGB, with 3 MCDs installed. Maintenance errors related to improper removal, installation, and inspection of materials discovered inside the magnetic chip detectors have resulted in operational significant events. Prepare for removal of the magnetic chip detector and open the chip detector pressure relief door access panels. Warning: do not touch the components of the oil system if the engine is hot. These components stay hotter than other components. Hot components can burn you. Caution: remove and tag one magnetic chip detector at a time. This can prevent an error in identification of the source of material on the magnetic chip detectors. Properly identify the magnetic chip detector or debris monitoring system sensor locations. Either by hand or utilizing the lubrication unit magnetic plug puller tool, push and turn the magnetic chip detector 1/4 turn in a clockwise direction. Note: make sure that you do not lose debris or move particles from the magnetic chip detector scavenge screens and chip detectors. It may be necessary to bring debris and particles for analysis if necessary. Remove the magnetic plug puller tool from the magnetic chip detector. Push the spring-loaded pin and remove the scavenge screen. Immediately examine the magnetic chip detector plug and scavenge screen very carefully for unusual or unwanted materials per the chip detector and scavenge screen inspection AMM procedures. Maintenance tip: inspect the magnetic chip detector scavenge screens for the presence of O-ring material pieces. The presence of O-ring material pieces may indicate the deterioration of the lubrication unit magnetic chip detector self-closing valve seals. As required, remove and discard the magnetic chip detector packings. The following summary procedure is for engines equipped with a debris monitoring system DMS detector. Note: the training engine used in this video is equipped with only one DMS detector for illustration purposes only. Properly identify the magnetic chip detector or debris monitoring system sensor locations. Disconnect the DMS electrical connector, if applicable, from the DMS box receptacle. Note: if the DMS detector is not to be replaced but only to be inspected for debris, it is not necessary to disconnect the DMS detector connectors from the DMS box. Remove the DMS detector cable from the spring clips as necessary. Remove the DMS detector by turning 1/4 turn counterclockwise. Once the debris monitoring system detector is removed from the lubrication unit, push the spring-loaded pin and remove the scavenge screen. Note: make sure that you do not lose debris or move particles from the magnetic chip detector or DMS scavenge screen. It may be necessary to bring debris and particles for analysis if necessary. Immediately examine the magnetic chip detector plug or debris monitoring system sensor and scavenge screen very carefully for unusual or unwanted materials per the chip detector and scavenge screen inspection AMM procedures. As necessary, remove and discard the DMS sensor packings. Prepare the magnetic chip detector or as equipped DMS detector for installation by examining the D-shaped seal for tears, cuts, or other damage per the Aircraft Maintenance Manual Standard Practices procedures. The D-shaped seal may be reused if in a serviceable condition. If there is damage to the D-shaped seal, remove and discard it. Lubricate the new D-shaped seal and install in the groove nearest the handle of the magnetic chip detector with the magnetic plug puller tool. Note: the D-shaped seal does not replace the packing. You must install the 2 seals for a correct sealing of the magnetic chip detector. Lubricate the new packing with the approved oil and install on the magnetic chip detector groove. Now install the scavenge screen on the magnetic chip detector. Install the magnetic plug puller tool on the magnetic chip detector. Carefully engage the magnetic chip detector in the lubrication unit by aligning the bayonet pins with the slots of the bayonet housing on the lubrication unit. Then push and turn the magnetic chip detector and tool assembly 1/4 turn clockwise. Verify the magnetic chip detectors are correctly installed. Note, the 3 plug handles must be aligned and in the locked position. Remove the magnetic plug puller tool from the magnetic chip detector when complete and return the aircraft to service per the applicable aircraft maintenance manual procedures. That completes this CFM56 Maintenance Minute on the removal and installation of the magnetic chip detectors. For all you do to maintain our fleet, thank you.